All right. Since we are live, let's check it out. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Much love to the chat. Those of y'all that's in the building early, smash the like button as you come on in. I say smash the like button as you come on in. We're going to talk about this Diddy situation today, man. Today's the big day. He got sentenced. The trial is over with. All the mumbo jumbo is over with now. So uh, the judge gave Diddy out of a possible 20-year sentence, which we knew he wasn't going to get 20 years. His first offense, and it's just for um, it's just for prostitution. You know what I'm saying? So the judge sentenced him to 50 months, 4 years and 2 months. Diddy's been locked up for I think what, over a year now. 13 months he's been locked up. So what's going to happen is he's going to get credit for time served. Time served off the 13 months he's been in there. They're going to knock that off for the 50 months. All right. So Diddy's also going to go to federal prison, and he's going to join drug programs. He's going to join anger management and all that kind of stuff, and he'll be out next year sometime, or at the latest 2 years. The feds got all kinds of little tricks and stuff for dudes to get time knocked off. Diddy being rich and this being his first offense, he will be out in 2 years or less, guaranteed. And his legal team, they definitely got grounds for an appeal too. I don't know if they want to press it, but they definitely got grounds for an appeal because this judge, like I tried to tell y'all, who's a racist, but I had people talking about, no, he ain't, man. That dude is not racist. Yes, he is. But anyway, that man denied every motion that Diddy's team had. He denied every bail hearing, everything. And he held Diddy, him and the government, held Diddy responsible for things that the jury didn't hold him responsible for. The jury said there was no racketeering, there was no forced sex trafficking. That's what the jury said. But however, the judge says, while he's sentencing Diddy, the judge says he's going to take into consideration Diddy's history of violence against women. Meanwhile, he wasn't convicted of any history of violence towards women. See what I'm saying? He wasn't convicted of that. So I think he has the grounds for an appeal because the judge was being prejudicial. Definitely being prejudicial. Darth in the super chat with the 5-piece, much love, much appreciation. Says salute. He said, let me leave a donation before my lunch break ends. I appreciate that, brother. Definitely appreciate it. Yeah, Trump might pardon him. That'd be cool if Trump was to pardon him. But the thing Diddy got to focus on now is, look, we all seen what happened. We know what it is. There's no accountability for the women that choose to live this lifestyle. It's always going to come back to the man. Because if you're the man, the perception is you're dominant, you're controlling her, you're making her do stuff she don't want to do. Even though you heard audio tapes in the trial of Cassie threatening these SEX workers, threatening to unalive them, threatening to put hits on them. You heard the workers come into court and say that Cassie was the one who paid them and ordered them up and stuff like that. But yet this woman is somewhere at home playing the victim and got a bunch of simps and weirdos defending this chick. She cheated on her husband with Diddy, but now she's the victim. So anyway, the judge took all that stuff into consideration, the Cassie stuff and the other chick, Mia, who got caught lying on the stand. I mean, this chick literally got caught lying on the stand, and nobody is talking about how these chicks, her and Cassie, got caught lying. Everybody keep talking about them like they some victims. Oh, Diddy put hands on her. Okay, why the government didn't charge him? Well, you can't just You can't just punish somebody for something that the government didn't charge him for. And that's what they're doing. And this happened. And see, back in the day, this would never happen. But black folks we got today is just different. Black folks we got today, these new representations of black folk, they throw other black people under the bus with ease, and they make excuses for it. Oh, I ain't defending that, man. I ain't defending that. Man, I ain't defending that. But wait a minute. He didn't even do nothing. Well, like, y'all making it seem like the man responsible for Tupac. He responsible for Kim Porter. He did something to Albie Shore. He did something to Jamie Foxx. He started the California wildfires. He unalived Jeffrey Epstein. He messing with babies. He doping up the baby oil. Y'all said all kind of disgusting stuff about this man and ruined his reputation for over the course of a year. Y'all bodied this man in ways that I've never seen the internet or black internet destroy anybody else. I've never seen them destroy nobody the way they destroyed Diddy. Turn this man's name into a meme, to a joke. To this day, you got people still making up lies about Diddy. They still don't even know it's a lie. They still saying stuff because see, when the feds got that tape, I knew it was over for Diddy when the feds got that tape of him and Meek Mill. I'm like, what? That never happened. No, I see it on Instagram. Bro, something wrong with y'all dudes, bro. Straight up. There is no Diddy tape with him and Meek Mill. There is no Diddy tape with T.D. Jakes. There is no Diddy tape with him messing with children. The only thing that was going on was Diddy and Cassie. Diddy being a cuckold, watching dude smash his chick, and he's sitting back there jacking off like a little weirdo. That's what happened. And if Diddy is wrong for that, if the government is going into this man's bedroom and going to kink shame him, then what's going to be next tomorrow for the next creepy, freaky person who, whatever they're doing in their bedroom? Because you could see, men are always held responsible for our actions. If a man, okay, look, like I just told one of the homies on Patreon. One of the homies on Patreon said that he had, those who watched the video, y'all know what I'm talking about. But the brother on Patreon said that he had been kicking it with this dude from work, his girl. But what the dude from work had like a little jump off, a little freak. So he told him to come through, mess with her, whatever. So he said just like a lot of weird stuff started happening where the girl topped him off, right? And she kept it in her mouth, and then she went over to the other side of the room and kissed dude in the face. So he said he ain't never seen no mess like that before. He thought that was like, okay, this dude, he definitely zesty. This cat is zesty. So when that happened, the brother says he went back over there a couple of days later to smash old girl, right? And he said some more zesty stuff happened, right? Now, as a man, the first thing we're going to say, why you keep going back over there, bro? If you saw him do something zesty, why on earth would you go back over there? That's how men think. We always think illogical. Wait a minute, if something ain't right, why are you going back over there, right? But when it comes to a woman, let's say hypothetically, right, did he force you into a freak off? Which we know he didn't, but let's say he did. Let's say he beat you up and forced you into a freak off and said, yeah, you're gonna let the Punisher smash you. You know what I'm saying? The Punisher finna smash you all night long, right? Okay, if let's say that's something you didn't want. The moment you leave and get out of Diddy's vicinity, why not call the police? Why not go to the doctor, get a report, a kit done, anything? Why keep going back to him, but then saying that the man had done this to you, he done that to you, and he's an evil devil? See, women are not held responsible in this country. They're not asked those type of questions. Men are. See, not at one time in this trial did I hear anyone say about Cassie or this Jane Doe chick, Mia. Not one time did I hear somebody say, why don't y'all keep going back to him? And then you're using this Stockholm syndrome. That's ridiculous. Stockholm syndrome is an actual thing. It's rare to have it. That's when somebody who has been raised, beaten and raised and tortured, like if you was to take a youngster and raise them to believe certain stuff, even when if they can get away, they're not going to try to get away because you done beat that out of them with fear, and that takes years to do. Okay, that's how they broke the slaves. This is not happening with Cassie and this other chick. They wasn't living with Diddy. They had their own places. They had boyfriends and husbands, and they kept going back to this dude. You know why? Gifts, money, status, and that's why. So I'm not finna sit here and call this dude no kind of whatever the government trying to call him. I'm not finna do it. You know what I'm saying? Diddy's a freak. There's a whole lot of freaks running around the internet. The only difference is Diddy watches corn in person, right? He watch it in person. You sneak on your laptop, lock your door, and get your blue magic grease and start pumping it away, right? You start pumping away watching some dude smash some girl, right? But then you come out after you wash your hands, you come on the internet and drag Diddy and call him all kind of creeps, and he must be zesty because he watching it. But you watching it too. You just doing it in a coward's form. He doing it up close in person because he got the money to do so. Now, I don't want to be in the room while some dude smashing some chick, but it's people out here who do it. There's people out here who do it. Smash that like button, y'all. Get the lights all the way up. So anyway, yeah, he not gonna do. I know a lot of people praying on his downfall, hoping he's gonna get 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, all that. And I kept telling y'all he's not, bro. Diddy's not gonna do no more than 2 years in prison, bro. There's too many programs the feds got to lessen your time. And like I said, then he got grounds for an appeal because the judge keeps talking about these girls that are victims, but the jury decided they're not victims. So you overruling the jury's opinion. They took the information, they listened to all them lies and girls were telling, and the jury of Sean Diddy Combs peers says, nah. They said, nah, these girls lying. There's no way you finna tell me that Diddy hung you off of Cassie's balcony in L.A. on this date, and you can prove it. But then we can prove that Diddy and Cassie was in New York on the same date. But that just goes past the media. Nobody talks about it. Nobody say nothing. You see what I'm saying? These people got caught lying. All these YouTube channels got caught lying. Everybody was in on this scam to slander this dude's reputation because the internet has become a cesspool for conspiracy theories. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Diddy, he got his own little kinks and stuff that he into that I'm not into, but he shouldn't be locked up over that. If you was gonna lock him up for putting hands on women, you should have charged him with that. But you didn't. You punishing him for something that the jury said he was not guilty of. And they need to take the Racist Man Act off of the books. That law was literally created for black men dealing with white women. That's what they were doing now. Jack Johnson and all that. Brian Dial said he should have locked up Hugh Hefner. Well, you know, Hugh Hefner was everybody's role model. Everybody wanted to be like Hugh Hefner. Diddy said in the old interview that he wanted to be the black Hugh Hefner. A lot of people live like that. But this country, like I say, they looked at Hugh Hefner and admiration. Oh, look at the old school Hugh Hefner. He still got it. He still got them young chicks. Hugh Hefner had a house full of 16 to 24-year-olds running around. This man in his 70s and 80s, Don't nobody say nothing. But Diddy running around with Cassie, and y'all crying and acting like y'all got some moral high ground over somebody. Oh my God, there's nothing a 22-year-old girl can do for me. Oh, this okay. Well, keep that same energy from everybody else. What that 20-something-year-old girl doing for Bill Belichick? What that young girl doing for Al Pacino? I'm just asking. What's up, Too Raw? Yeah, he did. Yep, he went against the jury. Look at Al Pacino. Look at Al Pacino just had a baby by that little young thing right there. Al Pacino could barely walk. Where's the media asking questions like, what is he doing with her? What is all this whole stuff? In reality, these men have no power. The only power they have is money. But the moment they mess with one of these chicks, they basically give up their power in this day and age. Because one of those chicks can run to the media, run to the National Enquirer or something with some allegation, and they got these dudes right where they want them. A lifetime allowance. I want this amount of money deposited into my account every month, or I'm gonna go to the media and tell people that you like. I got a dildo in the top drawer, and his name is Black Thunder, and you like it on Friday nights. They got these dudes right where they want them. And Cassie had Diddy right where she wanted. Y'all gotta stop believing that these old dudes is out here working these young chicks. These young chicks know what they want. They want some stability. They want some money, and they're gonna have them a young dude on the side. Justin Cash is in the super chat with the 2-piece. Appreciate the love. Said Diddy team needs to sue and appeal. They definitely gonna appeal. They're definitely gonna appeal. Hamster S said Leonardo been getting with younger females too. Yeah, he up there. Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio said he don't. He made some joke like if she's 25, she's too old, or I forgot how he worded it, but he said something like that. Once she's 25, he dumped him. So yeah, it is what it is. But Diddy, uh, he'll be home in a couple years. You know what I'm saying? If not next year. You know what I'm saying? But it's unfortunate that they couldn't let the man out. They denied every bail hearing because they act like he's a threat to, like, this is what I'm trying to figure out. If Diddy is such a threat and he can press a button and make this happen and that happen, then couldn't he still do that from behind bars? I don't understand. And if Cassie and them was feeling so in danger for their life, wouldn't he have got rid of them before trial even started, before he even got locked up? Justin said Cassie knew what she was doing and what she signed up for. If Diddy asked her to marry him, I guarantee you she'd say yes. Yeah, that's what they do. Cassie got her money. She got her money, but I know Diddy mad as ever. Ain't no way. Gave this chick $30 million only to have her come to court, testify against you, ruin your life, and then you got men co-signing this behavior. You got men co-signing. So yeah, he'll be out. The judge gave him 42 months, the judge gave him 50 months, which is 4 years and 2 months. He got credit for being in jail for 13 months. So he got a couple more to do. They might end up giving him some type of probation. But yeah, he's gonna end up doing about another year. About another year. And once he get out, what Diddy needs to do ASAP Rocky is he needs to get his affairs in order and get up out this country. Take your family and get up out the country. J. Cole, what's happening? He said he'll be home for Christmas in 2026. Well, that'd be good. That sound about right. Said Cassie got 10 million more from the hotel for leaking the tape, I believe. She got paid. She signed the NDA. Yeah, but that's how they get you, though. That's how they get you to. This is how the loophole with the NDA stuff is, because a lot of people think you can get a girl to sign a non-disclosure agreement, right, and then you're safe. Everybody think that, but the problem is they got a loophole to where if a girl or somebody alleges a crime was committed, then they don't have to honor that agreement if a crime is committed. So what the feds do is, if they see that you discover the NDA, then they try to that you got a non-disclosure agreement. The feds try to find something that they can twist to say is illegal, like the so-called victim number 3. Victim number 3 in the Diddy case, if you notice, she didn't come to court. She didn't come to court to testify. And the government told the court that she was missing. They couldn't find her. She was missing. And they tried to insinuate like Diddy got some magical powers and threatened her or snapped his finger and she disappeared, right? But what she's saying, she wrote a letter to the judge. She said she was pressured by the government to say that Diddy had abused her. And she said that he didn't. She said everything she did with Diddy, the freak offs, was her choice. She always had an option. She said he never forced her to do nothing. She said, but the government was trying to tell her, no, were you drinking and did this happen? Did you do any drugs? Oh, you see, well, you didn't consent. And that they were trying to twist it. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what they do. They overcharged Diddy. They tried to over-sentence him and give him 11 years, which is crazy. So, yeah, he'll be out. He'll be out probably late next year or early 2027. So Diddy got to take this time and use this time to stay focused, continue to better yourself, stay off of the drugs, because the drugs is what messed him up. Stay off of the drugs for sure. You know what I mean? Don't be in there drinking no hooch or nothing, jailhouse alcohol. Just totally use this as an opportunity to cleanse your body, cleanse your spirit and soul, away from all the negativity. You know what I mean? And when you come out in big boy status, you know what I'm saying? But I'll get it away from this country, though. Straight up. And then 50 Cent, man, 50 Cent, I told y'all I can't stand that dude, bro. 50 Cent's a straight, this dude wrote a letter to the judge. I thought it was some fake. I thought it was some fake stuff. But 50 Cent wrote a letter to somebody he feared for his life if Diddy get out. I'm like, bro, this is sick, fam. This is sick, bro. Yeah, just the whole notion of watching 50 Cent enjoy another dude, one of your peers, a brother getting locked up, especially behind the broad, and you know what time it is. So yeah, I can't support 50 Cent. That's why I stopped watching Power. I ain't watched no episodes of BMF. I'm just not supporting nothing he do. That's just my standard. I'm not rocking with dude. The beautiful brown sugar Tay Tay is in the building. Hey, beautiful. Said 50 Cent celebrate the unaliving of Irv Gotti. Yeah, because he's sick. And then people always trying to defend these dudes. Hey, no, man. I mean, Irv Gotti was his enemy, though. That's his enemy. Like, shut up, man. Shut up, bro. Yeah, Puff smashed his baby mama, but who cares? She 50 didn't marry her. She was a pass around. Dudes gotta stop thinking just because they put they thing is something that you laying claim to it. You don't. When you laying claim to it, when you put a title on the girl, when you say this is my wife, this is my woman, now you laying claim to it. But just because you lay pipe, everybody lay pipe to the chick. Hold on 1 second, y'all. These kids cooking something. My bad, y'all. Trying to see what that smell something burning. But yeah, anyway, so 50 a straight snake, a mark. That's how he get down. And so all these other people, Gene Deal and the rest of them, bro, this whole era is a bunch of weirdo snitches, bro. Everybody trying to go viral, snitching on people, opening up cases on people. They're just trying to destroy anybody they can. Yeah, later for Gene Deal. Gene Deal is a disgrace. Absolute disgrace. His whole life is revolved around when he did security for Diddy. It's like, bruh, we heard this story like a million times. I'm like, how you still got new stories about the Diddy situation? The more you talk, the more we look at you like a liar and a weirdo yourself. You seen all this nasty stuff going on, but you kept working for him. For Quan in the super chat with the 5-piece, that super sticker. Much love, much appreciation. Definitely appreciate it. So yeah, what's going to happen now is I know Diddy one mistake that they did make was uh, he set up some interviewer, not interviewer, but a speaking engagement. He set up some speaking engagement for next week, assuming he was going to get out. Shouldn't have did that, because that's going to piss the judge right off. In the prosecution, they found it. Oh look, he doesn't. He just thinks he's getting out. Oh look, it was so presumptuous. Said Diddy's sons also stayed 10 toes down for their father. Yeah, most definitely. So yeah, it'll be so for the so basically this is a victory for Diddy. It ain't the victory he wanted, but this is definitely a victory considering what the alternative could have been. You know what I'm saying? The alternative could have been something filthy. You know what I'm saying? They could have easily gave that man, had he got convicted of any of that trafficking, the racketeering stuff, they would have took all his money his whole life, man. Kids would have had nothing. For Quan back in the super chat. Appreciate the love, family. Well, he gonna still be able to do interviews and stuff. Once he gets set up, he can start doing interviews and whatever he gonna do to make him some money or something like that. Dean Glover says, "Good. Glad P Diddy locked up. Why you look glad he locked up, Dean Glover? Why you glad he locked up?" Said 4 years for paying for willful paid sex workers to do their job. Bro, it's worse than that. It's literally what Diddy did was literally like um, this is I'm gonna give a fake scenario, but this is literally it. This is like um, let's say I'm in Miami, right, and I run into some chicks at the strip club, and they you know what I'm saying, I want to spend the rest of the weekend with them, right? And I say, hey, I want y'all to just fly out with me, you know what I'm saying, fly back to Milwaukee with me, get y'all a hotel, woo woo. And then when you get back to Milwaukee, they start doing they little lesbian activity, and I'm enjoying it. I'm sitting back jacking. And let's say we do that 2 more times, and then you give me 4 years for that. That's exactly what just happened. Like, bro, this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You said Gene Deal been telling the truth about Diddy. What Gene Deal tell the truth about? Because Gene Deal set up under Diddy while Diddy supposedly did all this crazy, freaky stuff, and Gene Deal stayed working for him. So that means Gene Deal is an accomplice. He's an enabler. And the only reason he's talking now is because the gravy train stopped for him. Once again, Dean Glover, I'm asking you, why should Diddy be locked up? You haven't said anything yet. You haven't given what's the specific charge? Why should he be locked up, Dean Glover? Now I want to hear what he got to say. I want to hear what charge you finna give Diddy. Why you saying why he needs to be locked up, away from his family? Hey, Cuddy, get up out of here. All that little emotional, the tricks that y'all use in church on women, that don't work on men. I hope y'all ain't got no daughters. I hope you shut up, bro. None of that stuff, the mental gymnastics, that stuff don't work over here. We train to think logically over here. And once again, Dean Glover has not answered the question yet. He hasn't not one time said that what Diddy has done and why he should be locked up. Ain't said nothing. Because he ain't got no real answer. Shout out to my brother, Joe Townsend, coming through with the 5-piece. Much love, much appreciation, Joe. He says, I'm glad this trial came to a resolution. I'm tired of hearing ninjas scream, it's over, it's over. Lock him under the jail, it's over. Disgusting, yeah. They're sick with it, bro. Something wrong with him. He's sick with it, Joe. Let me see here. Well, I guess old Glover, he did. See, that's how you know these people be bots. They be all in these chats talking crazy about Diddy. You ask them a question, they can't give you no answer. They just repeat the same stuff over and over again. It's bots, man. He said they didn't even prove that Diddy paid for it, Cassie paid for it. That's what I'm saying. Even the workers said Cassie paid for it. But the judge is like, nah, you have the power. You're the man. Yeah, so that's why he got grounds for an appeal. Because the judge is he put his personal feelings into, can't do that in the law. Shokan took Tank's deal in the super chat with the 5-piece. Appreciate the support. Said a lot of black folks don't like Diddy because his beef with Tupac back in the 90s. Yeah, because a lot of people are just emotional little monkeys, bro. A lot of them are. A lot of people don't understand the law, and because they think because they don't like somebody, they have a right to lie on that person. People really believe that. Same thing in boxing. Well, I don't like this fighter, so I'm gonna lie on him. I'm gonna make up rumors and lies about him and his family because I don't like him, or because I don't like this guy. Oh, I can't say that was a good knockout win for him. It's childish, bro. That's where we at now. Because people don't like Diddy, and they got a lot of reasons why not to like Diddy. Diddy got a lot of personality traits, flaws. So it's easy to not like him, but just because you don't like somebody, don't give you the right to slander these people. And for the people who keep making up all this, hope y'all ain't got daughters, man. Shut up, bro. First things first, once your daughter is a grown woman and she chooses to be with a dude because he got money and this dude go upside your head, this dude disrespect you, he asking you to smash other guys, and you choose to be with that guy over the advice of your father, then hey, that's what you chose to be with. You grown. What shouldn't happen is the guy should be locked up for forcing you to do something. Now when you got options to leave him. Here goes some more bots. More bots in here. Look at P. Diddy glad the demon going to jail. You see that? If you notice, all the bots are coming in saying the same thing. Then when I ask them why, they ain't gonna get no answer. Why should Diddy be locked up? Said Diddy has nothing to do with Big being unalive. Gene Deal is lying. Of course, Gene Deal lying because the internet is a cesspool for conspiracy theories, bro. You can just come up, say anything, and build you up a nice little following. You know, most people is borderline Looney Tune anyway now. Brian Dow, exactly. If your daughter chooses to be with a dude who disrespects her, going against everything you raised her on, she chooses that just for the status, for the money, then that's her decision. What's not going to happen is you ain't going to call me every time you get mad at him and playing on my emotions and have me getting up out the bed with a shotgun and running over to your house. That's not going to happen. You're going to make a grown woman decision. Is this who you want to be with or no? Jafari Caesar said 78. They said R. Kelly kidnapped women. When my female cousins say they will let Kelly do whatever to them, just women who claim they were held against their will. It's all cap. You saw the contradictions in the Diddy trial. You saw what they said on the stand and how Diddy was this big monster to them, right? And he also said the same story. His eyes was black, demonic black, because, the blacker you are, automatically the more menacing and evil you are, right? So his eyes were jet black. Everybody kept saying that, right? And then when Diddy's defense team, when the defense team goes in and pulls up all the receipts of these people claiming in court that Diddy was abusing you, but then behind the scenes you write Diddy all these love letters and how much you miss him and can't wait to do freak offs and this and that. Now something ain't sounded right. Todd French 600 is in the super chat with that 5-piece. Appreciate the love, bro. He said basically the precedence in New York has been set. So everyone that get charged for prostitution should be getting the 2 to 4 automatically. That's what I'm saying. They messed up with this because the next time Joe Blow gets caught up and they try to give somebody else a lighter sentence, all hell gonna break loose. I'm telling you. Bama 80 in the super chat with the 5-piece. Appreciate the support, family. So Diddy did more positive things than these haters have ever thought about. Well, you know how that go. When you ain't got no money, it's easy for you to spend everybody else's money in your mind and talk about what you would do. Man, if I had $100 million right now, on my life, I bought everybody in the hood a car. I'll give my mom a meal. Or on my life, I'll do this, then I'll do that. And yeah, sure. You get paid tomorrow, your check gonna be $1,600. What you gonna do with that? Nothing towards working on that goal you were just talking about. All you're gonna do is live paycheck to paycheck. But when you're talking about celebrities and their money, you're always thinking they can do more. If it was me, I just gave them just $5 million. If it was me, I'd done this thing. Then you'd be broke. You'd be broke. MC Hammer used to think like that. Take care of everybody. Then when he needed help, what did he run to? Gerald Lord is in the super chat with that 2-piece. Appreciate the support, brother. He said Diddy should get 78 to advise him. Yeah, he should. That's what you need to do. Give me to advise him. A small fee. But he need to get out this country though for sure. Yeah, go and get on an island somewhere. Get out this country. Hamza S says, wasn't James Dolan, the Knicks owner, accused of tricking? Now he was accused of James Dolan was accused of raping a chick. The lady said that James Dolan introduced her to Harvey Weinstein, and she said that she's saying that they ran a train on her basically. But the judge threw that case out. Threw it out. Wouldn't even let it make the light of day. Threw it out. YouTube couldn't get YouTube channels to talk about it. Stephen A. Smith wasn't going to talk about it. Nothing. The OG, Mr. Mont, is in the super chat with that 5-piece. Much love, much appreciation, Mr. Mont. So I gave my daughter advice all the time. A lot of times she chooses not to use it. She grown, so sometimes she have to live with the consequences of her mistakes. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. But like I say, a lot of dudes in this society today don't want to hold women accountable for their actions. They keep acting like women are some children and they need all this little guidance and stuff, and they're not responsible for their actions. Both of y'all can have 4 drinks at the bar, and then go home and smash. She can wake up the next morning talking about you took advantage of her because she was drunk, as if you wasn't drunk. It's crazy. What's up, autism boy? Yeah, I noticed that. See, none of them Diddy robots came over here. I told you, I'm on to them. They come over here and they spam the comments with "Glad Diddy locked up. He deserves it." Blah blah. Right? They're trying to make it seem like that's the general consensus. But then when you start talking to them, asking them questions, they don't never reply to you. That's how you know they bots. Bama 80 back in the super chat with the 5-piece. Thank you, sir. Says out of everyone, Kanye was the only one that showed up for him. Yeah. It's sad, bro, but the way they got him is this. And I never fell for it. Not once did I fall for it. Because I knew it was cap. But the way, this is how they got people scared to stand by Diddy's side. Remember in the beginning, right? they was putting out lies talking about Diddy was putting stuff in the baby oil, sedating people, and freak offs, and they got the feds uncovered all these freak off tapes, thousands of hours of freak off tapes. It was some dude on coming on CNN on black dude too, a black dude and a black woman on TV lying, talking about they got in their possession a tape that shows Diddy messing with an underage celebrity male, trying to insinuate it was Justin Bieber, right? He said he had that in his possession, blah, blah, blah. So when they start leaking stuff like that out there, these lies, that made all Diddy's powerful friends back away from him because they're like, man, okay, well, I don't know if can I ride with him now? Man, they talking about he secretly recorded people in his house and all this stuff. And all lies made up on the internet, bro. All lies made up in the internet. YouTube channel sensationalized and stuff, and just ruined that man's life. Now, had they said what this was really about, hey man, look, this is about prostitution, and beating up on Cassie. Okay, cool. But that's not what they charged him. The feds didn't charge that man with no domestic, nothing. And you still got dudes running around the internet acting like the police. Seriously, I seen some dude that came in my conversation earlier, talking about some the feds ain't done yet. They got more charges coming. Like he all hyped up about it or something. But I ain't never seen this many police before in my life, ever. No generation or no time in my life have I ever seen this many men take pride in being a rat or rooting for dudes to get locked up, rooting for the feds. No, man, when the feds come get you, man, the feds got you, man. Don't even get no lawyer. When the feds come, just do your time. Or, man, when the feds come, man, y'all the best recruiters for white supremacy I've ever seen in my life. Diddy was facing life. And now he got 4 years. And they ain't going to do that. He only going to do 2. So he came out good. He came out good in this situation. Yeah, I seen that 50-word letter to the judge. But what's the point? Like, the problem is people still going to support 50 Cent. That man, 50 Cent spent years talking about how he wasn't a snitch. How they lying on him and Herb guiding them lying. He not a snitch. Dude, 50 always acted like a snitch. Always. Move like a snitch. He hate on everybody who got something. He's an egomaniac. He want his beef to be your beef. If he ain't cool with somebody and you cool with him, then you can't even look at the person or talk to him. Like, bro, you got the same type of weirdo characteristics that Diddy got. So I don't know what you acting like you hate Diddy about. So yeah, they spent the whole year on social media slandering Diddy, making up lies, people when they fake allegations and stuff, and then, after all that, the man got 4 years. None of the stuff y'all said was gonna come out in the trial came out. You lied. BT1 in the super chat with the 2-piece. Appreciate it, brother. He said, I'm glad Diddy beat the system. Haters are mad. Yeah, they mad. They're going to try to act like they happy, but they mad. This is a victory for Diddy. Now, I would love to see him get out. But this is definitely a victory as compared to facing life. Said Jaguar said they sold the tapes for $500 million. Jaguar Wright is a weirdo, bro. She got mental health issues, and she just say stuff, fam. Now think about this: all these conspiracy theorist people got all this secret information, right? Why are you allowed to have this information, but everybody else is getting unalived and all this? But you allowed to have this magical information. Get up out of here, bro. He said now everyone wants Diddy to get charged in the Keefe D trial. Yeah, because they're idiots, man. They're idiots. What happened between Tupac and Biggie was stupid. It was childish. It should have never happened. But there was a lot of enablers around the instigators. And that's what people do to this day. So people can miss me with the whole, oh man, Tupac is a legend. Oh, Biggie, man, we lost him too soon. Yeah, we did lose him too soon. But the reason why we lost him is because of you instigators. Y'all stay in the comment sections constantly putting this channel against that one, this dude against that dude. Hey, such and such said this. You got any response to that? Y'all instigate. That's what y'all do. Them kids after school, them kids don't really want to fight. They want to go get on their bus and go home. But y'all want to push them together. Ooh, you talking about your mama. Ooh. Then when somebody pull out a weapon and lay somebody down, then y'all coming around here being fake outraged on the internet talking about, man, we got to put the guns down. You know, we got to start loving each other, man. Black lives got to start mattering to us too, man. You know, we got to start. Shut up. I'm just tired of hearing people talk about what we got to start doing. Well, you can start today. You can start today. We got to start. Well, how about you start? How about you be the first one to start? Nigga, always talking about what we got to start. Jafari Caesar in the super chat with the 2-piece. Appreciate the love. It says MJ was gangster for dancing on SUV in front of the court. So yeah, this is what everybody got to pay attention to now. When you're out here messing with these chicks, man, understand that this can happen to you. Diddy's a rich, powerful man, all right? So they just gave him 4 years for basically flying some workers out to smash the gas on a chick. So understand, all you dudes that keep posting these videos online of you dropping chicks off at the airport and leaving them at the airport, leaving them at restaurants and all that type of stuff. Like, stop snitching on yourself, because what you're really saying is, like, it's like an attempted trafficking or whatever they're gonna call it. So stop telling yourself, bro. Just let these chicks let them pay their way out there. Let them buy their own round trip ticket, all that stuff. And you want to smash the gas, cool. But yeah, that's what they on now. Yeah. He said Jaguar Wright joined the Navy SEALs. Yeah, Jaguar Wright claimed that she rescued women off of Epstein Island with the Navy SEAL. But once she said something like that, I can't take nobody serious that would even give this woman an ear. That's what Pierce Morgan then was irritating me. I'm like, bro, at this point, y'all, everybody on here just trying to get views off Diddy now. Y'all just letting people say anything. It get crazier and crazier too. Yeah, Jay-Z and Diddy and a female celebrity, they all raped me when I was 13. Yeah, then I ran out the house naked. And then I made it to the gas station, and mind you, she's still naked. And not one person called the police, nothing. But she called her daddy, and her daddy drove 4 hours to come pick her up. And mind you, she's still naked now. She get in the car. After 4 hours of police, nobody got police for this little girl or nothing. Her daddy drive her back home and don't ask her no questions. And then 30 years later, she coming out here talking about Jay-Z and Diddy and a female did something to her. But you got evidence that Jay-Z and Diddy wasn't even at the location she claimed, right? She switched up her story several times. This happened so many times throughout this stuff, and this is how you knew the people who was just being biased, who just wanted Diddy to get locked up. People wasn't even reporting on the actual, all these people getting caught lying on Diddy. They weren't reporting on it. Shell Khan took Tank's deal in the super chat with the 5-piece. Appreciate the love. He says, even though Pac and Diddy weren't cool, um, you would never see Pac entourage snitching like 50 Cent entourage, uh, like 50 Cent encourages. Yeah, boy. I mean, 50 Cent. That's who he is. He a mark, man. A straight mark. And he been doing little stuff like this for years, and people just laugh it off. They laugh it off, man. Yeah, Dragon Fang. That's what I said. Like all this the fake righteous stuff. When everybody started talking, coming down on Diddy, oh he ain't got no business mess with that young girl and this and that. And I'm watching all these debates happening online. I'm like, hold up, man. So we're gonna act like Hugh Hefner don't exist? We're gonna act like all these rich, powerful old white men ain't got 20-some-year-old girlfriends? But what is this? But y'all be so obsessed with trying to make a black dude be a creep. I'm telling you, man, a lot of these so-called brothers, they you know what I'm saying, they've been raised by their mom and their auntie and them, and they got that feminine spirit, feminine energy on them. They don't even identify with men as a man no more. They literally put themselves into a woman's body. Now, how you think this will make your girl feel, man? You know what I'm saying? If your girl, think about this, man. Would you be okay with your girl doing that? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. Bro, shut up talking to me, dog. Whenever a man starts talking to me like that, I know me and him can't be cool. I don't want him knowing my business. He's a snitch. He a rat. He one of them dudes that try to weasel up next to girls, act like he their best friend, and he wait for you to wait for her to make a mistake in her relationship, then he pounce on her. Little cowards. So y'all watch out when these girls be talking about they got male friends and all that. Oh, he's my friend. Yeah, she smashed him. She already smashed him, or she know he want to smash, and she just keeping him around for a rainy day. Yeah, 619 Cali, straight sucker behavior. But that's what they do, man. So yeah, Diddy, it's a victory for him. He'll be out. I know this ain't what they wanted. I know he wanted to get some time served, but at the end of the day, they was out for blood on this one. So he got to sit down for to next year or a couple years at the most, and he'll be all right. So he got credit for 13 months already been locked up. He's going to also get credit when he goes to the feds and he joins one of them mentorship programs. He gonna get like a year or 6 months knocked off for that. He joined. He get up in there and start testifying about his drug abuse and stuff like that. He gonna get time knocked off, so he'll be out. Dragon Fang say, yes, those men sound like someone's burnt out, uh, born again auntie. Yeah, you know how they do. You know how them aunties is. Brian says, telling you brothers, you need to start discerning these dudes you call friends because they ain't right. Remember, eyes are the windows to the soul. Yeah, a lot of people are sick, man. Jealousy, man. They're jealous. They ain't happy for you. Want you to fail all the time. Hmm. But anyway, man, I wanted to come here and give y'all an update on the Diddy situation. I'm gonna fall back though and get ready to do my dog show tonight on Game Dog Talk. But make sure y'all sign up to my Patreon. Sign up to patreon.com. patreon.com/78 Sports TV. Patreon.com/78 Sports TV. Come on over there, get some of that good game. I'm gonna have a lot more to say about this Diddy situation on Patreon. And check us out tonight on my Game Dog Talk Patreon. Patreon.com/Game Dog Talk. Where we talk about the American Pit Bull Terrier and the history of the breed. So come rock with us tonight, man. I'll try to minute. We're out of here. Deuces.